Given the great response to my previous videos, I am happy to present this next step on the steps to take for obtaining the coins for your first bond as a free-to-play player. As you may notice, my character has undergone a change of wardrobe and is now wearing a graceful outfit as well as ice glove-imbued smith's gloves. On the 9th of November, I purchased my account's first old-school bond. Since then, I've been devising ways on how to not only obtain your bond as a free-to-play player, but how to continue to sustain it using the increased money-making opportunities available to members. So far, so good. With the introduction of Sailing RuneScape is now in a state of flux. Opportunities for money-making can quickly appear and then disappear for free-to-play players and members alike. It is my goal to thus help my viewers, particularly those of you looking to obtain the coins for bonds, find how to make the best use of old and new money-making methods alike. As a new free-to-play player coming fresh out of Tutorial Island, the main repeatable way for you to obtain in-game currency is cows. In RuneScape, each cow drops upon death a piece of cowhide, a piece of raw beef and bones. Put together, these items have total coin value of roughly 300 coins per a cow. Cows are also weak fighters, and can be handily fought as a new player coming out of Tutorial Island. Simply head over to one of the 2 cow pens either north or east of Lumbridge. Attack the nearby cows and take their drops. Bury the bones you get while you are, and when your inventory is full with raw beef and cowhide, return to Lumbridge Castle. If you have by now completed the Cook's Assistant quest as my previous video had suggested, you should now have access to the Lumbridge Castle cooking range. Proceed to cook the raw beef in your inventory, and once you're done, go up to the castle top floor, deposit your cowhides and cooked meat in the bank, and return to the cowpens to rinse and repeat. It is also recommended that you bank your burnt meats as well. While not useful out of themselves, there are occasionally collectors who will be willing to pay some amount of coins for burnt items. While not something worth counting on, storing your burnt meats should not take up much space, and so you may as well keep them in case the opportunity presents itself. Now, I want to stress that even as free-to-play players, there are at least several moneymakers that net a lot more coins than cows. The problem is that those other methods are typically gated by either requiring considerable amounts of starting capital, higher stats, unrestricted access to the Grand Exchange, or some combination of those. What makes fighting cows such a great moneymaker for new players is that by doing so you will be gaining the stats and starting capital that can later help you transition to more lucrative coin earners. To that end, it is also highly recommended that you try to fight the cows with combat magic. In RuneScape, XP gained in combat is typically determined by damage. The more damage you do, the more experience you earn. Early on, it is easier to do more damage with magic than it is in melee. Doing so will not only help you kill cows more quickly, and thus earn more coins, but will also level up your hit point and defense stats. Crucially, using combat magic will also level up your magic stat. Magic is an incredibly valuable skill in RuneScape, not just for its combat potential, but also for its great utility spells which make traveling more convenient and unlock some of free-to-play's best moneymakers. Thus, doing your early combat training with magic will be incredibly useful, ensuring that you are on the path to early game success. However, unlike melee, combat magic requires ammunition in the form of runes. Early game combat magic requires mind runes, air runes, and potentially other forms of elemental runes. Thus, in my next video, I will be going on about how to easily and cheaply obtain the runes you need for early combat training with the restrictions and resources of a new player. Please subscribe to make sure you don't miss out. Take care.